Hey guys, what's up? Alright, excuse the stain on my shirt. I don't know if I'm leaking or not, but I hate that. But anyways, so I'm here to tell you guys about the good news. I know I've been going for a while, not that y'all care. It's okay with me. But anyways, so I got some good news. So I gave birth July 17th. And it's a boy. Well, of course I knew that. The fuck. But anyways, so yeah, I gave birth. I'm about to tell you guys about my experience yet again with the cesarean section. So my pregnancy was a little up and down with the health issue wise. I like a fucking grandmother, but let me fix myself. So the pregnancy was up and down, like my health issue wise and stuff like that. Shit was crazy. So I'm gonna like explain to you like a few things that happened to me within these past 2 weeks. Well, almost 3 weeks because it's about to be 3 weeks. And my experience again with the C-section. And trust me, it is not what you want. My forehead like a fucking glistening bowling ball. Oh my God. I be cutting my own ass. But yeah. So I had my baby boy on the 17th. I don't remember what day that was. Hold on. The 17th. Give me a minute. July 17th. And that was... Oh, what the fuck? Excuse me, y'all. So, the 17th, that was on... Yo, what the hell? Like, the fuck? Get it together. Okay, boom. So, that was a Friday. So, I went in on the 16th. So, the reason being why I had to get a C-section again was because my son could have died and I could have lost a lot of blood and I also could have died as well. So thank God that we are both here and we're both alive and he's healthy and that's a blessing. So, no cuts, this is all raw. So that's my 1-year-old. For some reason, he just be screaming like he ain't got no life no more. Like, I don't know what it is. I show him attention, everything. He still be doing the most. He's on his tablet, and he just be screaming at the tablet like the tablet is doing something to him. Now, that's my whole ruckus in the background. My kids, they on their phones and stuff like that. Okay, so boom. I'm all over the place with this shit. So, boom. So, my pregnancy was rough. I had to go through a lot of... I had to go to a lot of doctor's appointments because, for one, I have hypertension. And this just started occurring with my my third and my last pregnancy. All of this started occurring and stuff like that. So I had hypertension and gestational diabetes. And I was told in the middle of my pregnancy, I don't know if you've seen the last video when I was in my hospital visit, I was told that I have preeclampsia. I know it's not about the fucking rain. So tired of New York. So, I was diagnosed with... What's next? What's next? Like, come on. Get it together. Okay, so boom. I might look a little crooked. I don't give a fuck. No, I need to fix that because people talk. Like, the criticism in this world is real today. But anyways, I don't care about that. But my boobs they get bigger on period pool. But yeah, so I was told that I had preeclampsia and all this other sweet shit. Mind you, when you go to the doctor during prenatal and stuff like that, they gotta draw so much blood. Now, mind you, I'm a hard sticker, cause my skin is thick and shit like that, so it's hard to stick. When I tell you I looked like a crackhead, I looked like a straight crackhead. I will insert some of the pictures of my arm when I had to get so much blood drawn to the point where my arm was like swollen and bruised up and stuff like that. It's to the point I wanted to go home the second day after I had my C-section because that shit was pissing me off. I started cursing the nurses out and all of that. I was like, I'm telling y'all about my body and y'all keep sticking me in the same places and it's making me frustrated because it's like y'all not trying to listen to me or whatever. So I got mad and I was like, y'all want to go home. Like, fuck all of that. I want to go home. I was supposed to get a blood transfusion, but I don't trust people's blood, especially with this whole corona shit going on. I don't trust nobody's blood, period. I denied the shit or whatever. So boom. Anyways, back to the whole why I got induced. So yeah, I had to get induced or whatever because of my hypertension. And when I did that, the day that she came me for an appointment, I had went in or whatever. They scheduled me for the 16th. And mind you, me and the father decided to, do a little quickie. Mind you, this is gonna be another story time. At this point, I don't care because it was embarrassing to me. It was embarrassing to me at first, but shit happens in life, and I'm glad God showed me, He showed me some shit that I should have been like aware of, like when I was dealing with the nigga. But anyways, so boom, did a quickie because I wanted to see if it would like help induce my labor and shit like that. So, mind you, this is the first time out of the whole course of my pregnancy, me and him sleeping together because the whole situation with what's going on with that. But that's gonna be another story time. That shit juicy as ever. Stay tuned for that. That's what I'm gonna say. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, so we did it or whatever. Why I look like a fucking my shoulders, my boobs is bigger than my whole upper body. Like what's going on here? Anyways, so we did it or whatever, trying to induce my labor or whatever. Blah 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 blah. It was whack. Shit was whack. Like, ugh. I regret that shit. Like mad bad. But anyways, so that same day that I was about to induce or whatever, got admitted to the hospital. They did the IV or whatever, and it took them about an hour just to find a vein and stick the IV in there. I was getting frustrated from that point on. So they found the IV or whatever to give me some Pitocin, but before they gave me the Pitocin, they gave me they did something. It was something that they did, but they wanted to see if I dilated a little bit so they can give me the Pitocin. So I started dilating. I was like, 2 centimeters? And no, they put the balloon in first. So they inserted a balloon and the balloon was in there for 12 hours. So I had to wait for the balloon to pop. So what the balloon does, I forgot the name of it. The balloon, hold on. How long? Give me a minute. Let me see. Give me a minute. It's called a Foley bulb. Okay, it's all right. So they inserted the Foley. That's what it's called. It's a Foley. A Foley bulb is like a balloon where they inject, like, put water inside the balloon to, like, they push it up in your cervix, and then they start to put water inside the balloon. So it helps the cervix, like, push the foreign object out. Like, I can't explain it. It's hard to explain. All right. So it's a Foley bulb induction is a procedure where your doctor inserts a catheter into your cervix. One side of the catheter is deflated. Once inside your womb, your doctor inflates the balloon with a saline solution. This puts the pressure on your cervix and encourages dilation. So I had that in my vagina for like 12 hours or whatever. Uncomfortable, but it wasn't like uncomfortable. So 12 hours then passed. And hold on. That's your dad calling you? He's oh, that's my son. Sorry about that. So they inserted the Foley balloon or whatever. At I believe it was 1:15 in the afternoon, and I had to wait till 2:15 in the a.m. for the catheter to come out, or 1:15, one of them fucking hours. But so after they took the catheter out or whatever, the balloon didn't bust. After they took the catheter out, I think my water broke with the catheter inside me, or when they took the catheter outside me, because they kept sticking their fingers in it to see how far I dilated. So they stuck their fingers in there or whatever, and like 10 to 15 minutes later, my water broke. So the dad was like, I'm up to time down. I'm like, yo, my water just broke. He was like, what? I was like, my water just broke. So he was like, your water? I'm like, nigga, my water just broke. So he started walking. I'm like, this nigga, I swear, he was pissing me off the whole time he was there. But I do appreciate the support, even though we was going through a little situation. I appreciated the support or whatever. So he told the doctor or whatever, and the doctor came, and she was like, she said, okay, that's good. That's what we want. That's what we want to happen or whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. So, oh shit. So my water broke or whatever, and that's when the doctor came in. She was like, all right, you only 2 centimeters, so we're gonna wait till you get like 3 or 4 centimeters to start giving the Pitocin. So 5 hours later, my ass just hit 3 centimeters. I'm like, 5 hours to hit a centimeter? Who the fuck? Listen, I don't know if he wants to come out or not, but listen, I was over it at that point. So, boom, the doctor came. She checked me again. I was 4 centimeters, and that's when they started injecting me with the Pitocin. The Pitocin, the shit was, oh my God, the burning sensation of that shit is no joke. Like, when I tell you it's no joke, let me show you. Hold on. Pitocin. The shit was unbearable. That shit was big. Oh, it's about to be a raining sensation out here. Oh, God, what you mad about? What's going on? You know you in my favor. I'm in your favor. Love you. But anyways, let me stop playing with my God. But it's called Pitocin. I think, yeah. Pitocin. Okay, yeah, so.
According to RX list,
all right, so
Pitocin is a natural hormone that causes the uterus to contract used to induce labor, strengthen labor contractions during childbirth, control bleeding after childbirth, or to induce an abortion.
So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Now, the symptoms with that is Pitocin has the potential to overstimulate the uterus, which could make your contractions come too fast or too often. That can pose certain risks, and some of them can be serious. They include changes in fetal heart rate. Now, this is why we had this is getting into the C-section. So the lady, my dosage of Pitocin was because it's 20 doses. So each dose was to increase the amount of Pitocin that was going to be injected into my vein. Hold on a second. So different levels I was going up. So I got to level 17. No, my dose went up to, it was a low dosage. I forgot what dose she started me off with to induce the contractions. Then she dosed me to first I was, oh wait, was it 17? I jumped from a single digit number to a double digit till I got to 17, and then she pushed it to 18 because she didn't want it to like over inject me and stuff like that. But I guess that shit went left. So I got the Pitocin. The contractions just started booming, like booming, booming, booming. Lord, when I tell you childbirth ain't easy, brother, It ain't easy. Like, it ain't. So the contraction started coming or whatever. I was only 5 centimeters after fucking. I was in labor for damn near 24 hours. And um, I had him that afternoon. But what led to the C-section was the fact that I had got the epidural because I couldn't bear the pain no more. When I tell you that Pitocin really made the contractions stronger and harder, like, my advice to you is to wait out your if it's a medical reason and you have to be induced, then yeah. But if you don't have to be induced and you just anxious to see your baby, just wait it out, because when you get induced, it's way worse than actually like waiting for the labor to come on by itself. I had to get induced, so I had to go through a whole lot of trials and tribulations and stuff like that for me to meet my baby boy, but due to health reasons and stuff like that. So got the Pitocin. The lady did explain to me that the Pitocin will make the contractions a lot more harder and come back to back like that. And that's what the fuck they was doing, coming back to back, like beating the shit out of me, like fucking my uterus up. Excuse my language. If there's kids on here, my fault. But yeah, beating the shit out of my uterus. So I'm like, all right. So I got the epidural, and meanwhile, I'm still getting the Pitocin induced, like pumped into my veins and shit like that. So that with the fucking what's that epidural was making it even worse. So as soon as they injected me with that epidural, I don't know how fast the fuck that shit happened, but as soon as they injected me, I felt that like I was on cloud 1,000. When I tell you, I felt like I couldn't feel my body like at all. I could not feel my body at all. Like shit was so numb. I couldn't move my legs. I was like, you know how when you females that was pregnant and ever had epidural, but you know how when you get the epidural, you poke your legs to try to see if you still got your legs. So I'm up there poking my legs, trying to like feel for my legs. I couldn't feel my legs, but I know they there. So you know how many doctors had to help my big ass up? Like it was like 6 doctors, mind you, they little ass people. Like come on now, I'm a big bitch, not big, but you know. But this shit was so crazy. Like I don't know, this shit was crazy. But as soon as I laid back, that's when mad doctors started running the room saying, oh, the baby heart rate dropped. Like, I got scared. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on because I was so dazed and out of it. The father came up. He went downstairs. He came up and he started breaking because he was like, what's going on? What's going on? Da, da, da. Like, what the fuck going on? I told you not to give it to her. Da, da, da. It was like, they can't give you nothing if you consent to it, but which I did consent to it, but he didn't want me to get it. But nigga, you not on the bed with me. Like, you not going through the pain. I'm going through it. Now, I understood why he didn't want me to get the epidural or whatever, because he didn't want what happened to the last time, because my last C-section, I didn't get the Pitocin with that one, but my last C-section, I went through the same situation as to where I had to have a C-section because my son's heart level had dropped. So they rushed me to the emergency, the surgery room. And when I tell you they was working fast, like I never saw these people run. They was running with me. Like this shit was like, it was like a movie. Like I thought, when I tell you, I thought I was gonna die. Like the shit made me wanna cry because I really felt like I was gonna die. Like on the table when they was like literally cutting me open. Like I felt the pressure of them like tugging and trying to get the baby out or whatever. I was like, I'm saying in my head, I'm like, if I die, just make sure they take care of my baby or whatever. Like, so I'm laying on the bed, and I just was going in and out of it, in and out of it. Like they tried to keep me up. They was trying to like keep me up, and my eyes kept closing. Like my eyes kept closing, and then I just started seeing some weird shit. Like I started seeing weird shit. I kid you not. I started seeing weird shit. I kind of lost my breath a little bit. Like the shit was so scary. I wouldn't want to repeat that shit over again. But the fact that my son came out alive and was breathing, like the shit made me like I'm blessed and I'm thankful that he's here because he's a beautiful baby boy. Like he's so handsome. I just can't stand it. He's handsome as hell. But This shit was just, it was scary as hell. Like, I'm telling you, it was scary as hell when I had to get a C-section again. Like, that's the worst thing to get. But the good news about that was I recovered quickly. So that's the good thing about. I mean, I still was having like a little problems, like trying to maneuver or whatever. But I recovered quickly. Like I started walking, like a couple of hours after I had the C-section. Unlike my first one, I could not do shit at all. Like I couldn't move. A bitch pissed on herself trying to go to the bathroom. Like that's how serious the first one was. Like I couldn't do shit. My legs was swollen. They looked like drumsticks on a turkey. Like all factuals. So this second time around, the shit wasn't as painful as it was the first time because my body, I guess my body was used to it, and I had one a year ago. So after that, they put you on a water, like a liquid diet. You can't eat no solid foods for like I believe like a couple of hours. I'm not gonna say the exact hours because I don't really know, but it's like a couple of hours. You gotta eat straight ice. I was cool with that because the hospital ice is everything. So I had to eat ice, like drink apple juice, ginger ale, shit like that. Um, which I was cool with, but I just was pissing like a fucking racehorse. But I had a catheter in me, so I couldn't like get up off the bed and shit like that. So, boom. I'm so fucking New York. I'm up here saying some boom and shit like the fuck. Good go. Nah. So, I had the catheter taken out or whatever, and that's when I was in the recovery room for like a few hours, and I had just seen my baby because I didn't see him because you know how when you have a C-section, they show you your baby, like they lay your baby in front of you and stuff like that. I couldn't even see my son. Like it's to the point where they thought I was gonna die. That's why I had to get they tried to give me a blood transfusion because they said that I lost so much blood or whatever, and I could have died. So thank God for that. If you hear a noise in the background, that's my computer playing a video. I'll be watching ASMRs with the sponge squeezing. That should be putting me to sleep. But anyways, so all I can say is that I'm blessed and I'm glad to be here. Hold on. So yeah, I don't know where I was at, but so yeah, but I'm glad that I'm alive. Glad that my baby made it, and you know, that was the scariest thing I ever been through. Well, not the scariest thing I ever been through, but them two experiences of a C-section really like put my mind like somewhere else as to where it makes you not want to have kids at all. When I tell you no kids at all, if you a teenager, listen, my advice to you is if you're gonna have sex, protect yourself at all times. If the dude don't want to protect himself or cover his wing dang, exit because I'm trying to explain to you them type of experiences will affect your body in a long term. Meaning, I'm going through situations now with the fact of that I had the epidural and it really did like mess up my back because they're injecting it into your spine, like literally in your spine. And it affected my back a lot. So it's like, don't rush to have kids at a young age. Just wait until your body is fully mature and your body's fully ready to, have a baby. And, don't just rush into things because it's not, listen, having kids at a young age, trust me, I know from experience because I had my first one at 18, but having kids is not a fun thing. I'm trying to tell you, it's not. It's a blessing, but it's not fun when you're having it. Now, if you could take that pain, then kudos to you. You got a steel vagina and shit. I was hoping for a vaginal birth this time, but it ain't happen. But so yeah, that's it with the video. Um, my C-section wasn't as bad as the last one. That's all I could say. It wasn't as bad as the last one because the last one was like I want to rip my uterus out and just throw it out the window. Like, at that point, like, and I'm mad at the fact that I actually got pregnant a year after I had a C-section, because she's supposed to wait like at least 18 months to have another baby or some shit like that. But my son is here. He's adorable, and I'm so blessed to have him. And I wanted to do like a little face reveal I wanted to do a face reveal of him, but I just feel like I need time to myself with him, because who the hell is in a rush to show their baby? Like, you're supposed to have time with your baby before you even rush to show him. Like, I understand how I'm not rich or famous and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I need my time with my baby. He's only been here for 3 weeks, and it's just, I need the bond with him. He's sleeping right now, but I will be showing on my Instagram. And my Instagram is, because I keep changing the name. I ain't gonna front. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I change my name like every fucking couple of months and shit like that. It annoys me. And that's facts. So, my Instagram name is Unthinkable Lady. Unthinkable_lady. That's my Instagram name. And you will see the pictures. Matter of fact, I will show you the pictures of my arm. So, this is the first picture of my arm. The second picture with the bruises and stuff like that. This is my arm when they was sticking me multiple times, and my vein kind of like blew up in my arm. I don't know if you could see it, but yeah. And then more bruises, and like my hand looked like a crackhead hand. Like, I was being injected so much, it was ridiculous. But yeah, just, if you could wait out with an induction, like getting induced, just so you can meet your baby on time, or because you're anxious to meet your baby, don't do it unless it's for good health reasons or for good enough reasons to get the induction, because that that experience that I went through, it is really traumatizing. And I was actually scared for my life, because I really thought I was going to die on that table and not ever meet my baby. And that would have hurt me so bad. So I am blessed that he's here. This goddamn camera is about to get beat up. But I'm blessed that he's here, and I am happy, and I will be giving more updates, and I will be doing a story time about the situation as to why me and the father is no longer together. And I don't care if I get judged or not, because at the end of the day, it's my life, is what I go through, and is what I've accepted in life. But I will do a story time on that, and I hope to see you guys later. Bye. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and show your girl some love. I know I'm not like one of these other YouTubers, but it won't hurt to, subscribe and, show some love. I'm trying to do a giveaway if I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I would be so excited to do that. So please like and subscribe, and you'll see what the gift is. So, bye.